Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why we haven't yet got Champions League live items on FIFA 19 and also when we could be looking at getting them. So first of all, before we get into the video, make sure you do subscribe. We are aiming for 4,000 subscribers and I'm also making around 2 videos a day, so you definitely don't want to miss them. So going straight into the video now, currently as I'm recording this video, we're in the group stages of the Champions League and there's still a few months left, I do believe. I think it's 2, maybe 3 at max, but there is still quite a few months, quite a few games to go through before we do actually get into the quarterfinals, where it's actually going to start getting interesting, and of course it's going to start getting a lot better because people are going to start keeping track. There's going to be a lot less games. Currently there's really loads of games going on and it's hard to kind of concentrate and see, and to be honest they're not really too important. Of course it is the group stage, but the quarterfinals is the knockouts, of course, when the knockout is going to start. So in my opinion, that is going to be when these live items are going to start getting released. My main reasoning for this is because that's when it's going to be kind of less teams involved, and that's when EA Sports want it, when it's going to be more intense and of course less games. There's going to only be, I believe, in the quarterfinals, or there's going to be like certain games on certain days. They're going to split them up into separate days, and that's going to be very good for EA Sports because they can create a lot of hype around it, and that's what they're aiming to do with the Champions League and Europa League, especially after they got this licensing. That is the main thing they have been focusing on with FIFA 19. It is Champions League and Europa League, so in my opinion they're going to have something huge packed for this. And also there's going to be, of course, different SBCs. You can check out my Champions League card designs, all of them explained. They do have a few other ones that haven't been released. For example, the man of the match, there's still a lot to come like with that. They might release an SBC for that man of the match card, and I could also see that sort of stuff being introduced right at the start of the first knockout stage, and then of course after that it's going to be the quarterfinals when maybe the live cards could start getting introduced. It would actually make a lot of sense as well if the live cards came in at the knockout stage, at the first knockout stage, but then it's going to be very strange, of course, because if that team gets knocked out, or it looks like they're going to be knocked out in that game, of course their price is going to decrease a lot. So it's not going to be just like the normal one to watch card, because of course if that Champions League live card, if that team gets knocked out and that player has never had an inform card, it's just going to be no purpose. It's just going to be like his normal gold rare card. In my opinion, it'll probably even drop lower than that because there's going to be lots of people selling him and he will be available in packs at that time. So the market is definitely going to be a lot different. Trading with these cards, you need to be very wary. You'd most likely want to go for a huge player in like a bigger team, and we're not too sure, of course, as well what type of players are going to be getting these live items. I don't think it's going to be every single player. I think it's only going to be maybe a selection of players. It might be the full 11 squad without the bench. I don't think EA Sports are going to fill up all of that bench with live items. If they do, that will be very interesting. Of course, loads of live items, but like I said, it will be very interesting to see how they are trading, because if you just think about it, it is very logical. Of course, if their live item, if their team gets knocked out, there's no chance of them to play more in the Champions League, and that live item is just going to be irrelevant. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.